And I'm back. Did you guys miss me? Probably not. Okay. Now let's find the volume of a regular prism. And my smartboard went away. There we go. Volume of a prism is area of the base times the height. So we have to find the area of this base, which would be base times height. 7 times 5 would be 35. The height is 5. So 35 times 5 is 175 millimeters cubed. Okay, volume of a cone is 1/3 pi r squared times the height. This whole diameter is 6, so the radius would be 3. So I'm just going to plug it in. 1/3 pi 3 squared times the height. So 1/3 pi 3 squared times the height, which is 5, and I got 15 pi meters cubed. Okay, volume of a cylinder is pi r squared times the height. So my radius is 3. So pi 3 squared times the height, which is 5, not 15, 5. So pi 3 squared times 5 is 45 pi inches cubed. Okay, so you will be given the formulas on the test. Okay, surface area. Surface, I think volume's easier, but surface area, so I have to do the surface area of a prism. So surface area formula is pH plus 2V. P stands for perimeter of the base, so this would be my base. H is the height, and capital V stands for area of the base. So I would do the perimeter of the base first, which would be 3 plus 3 plus 4 plus 4. So 3 plus 3 plus 4 plus 4 is 14. The height is 6 plus 2 times the base area, which would be 3 times 4 or 12. And you can just type that in the calculator. So 14 times 6 plus 2 times 12. I got 108 feet squared. Okay, this next one, the surface area of a cylinder is 2 pi RH plus 2 pi r squared. I'm going to erase this one because it's in my way. So I know my radius is 2, so I would do 2 pi 2, h is 7, plus 2 pi 2 squared, and we can just type that in the calculator. 2 pi 2, 7, plus 2 pi 2 squared. I got 36 pi centimeters squared. Okay, surface area of a cone. Surface area of a cone is pi RL plus pi r squared. Now on this one, I already noticed a problem. We don't know the slant height. We know the actual height. So the whole diameter is 6, so this would be 3. The height would be 5. So what do you think we have to do to find that slant height? Well, we have to do Pythagorean theorem. We do not know the hypotenuse, so we're going to add 5 squared plus 3 squared. 5 squared plus 3 squared. That is not a 3, 4, 5 because the 5 would have to be the hypotenuse. I got radical 34, but I'm going to change it to a decimal and get 5.8. So 5.8 is the slant height, or the L. So I do pi r L plus pi r squared. So pi r L 5.8 plus pi 3 squared. I got 82.9 meters squared. Okay, one more cylinder. Cylinders aren't bad, they're a little bit easier. So that one is 2 pi RH plus 2 pi r squared. My radius is 3. So 2 pi 3, 5. My height is 5. Plus 2 pi 3 squared. So 2 pi 3, 5 plus 2 pi 3 squared. And I got 48 pi inches squared. So hopefully you're okay with those. If you need to pause it to look at problems, go ahead. All right, last page. Volume and surface area of a sphere. Volume of a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. Surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r squared. So the radius is 5. So basically you just plug it in the calculator. 4/3 pi 5 cubed. I got 500 pi over 3. If I change that to a decimal, I got 523.6. And that would be feet cubed. Surface area is 4 pi r squared, so 4 pi 5 squared. I got 100 pi, or 314.2 feet squared. Okay. This whole diameter is 12, so the radius is going to be 6. So I'm going to use 6 when I plug it in. So 4/3 pi 6 cubed. 4/3 pi 6 cubed. I got 288 pi, or 904.8 centimeters cubed. And then I'm going to do 4 pi 6 squared. I got 144 pi, or 452.4 centimeters squared. So spheres aren't too bad either. Okay, almost done. So this is what's the volume of a square pyramid with a base of 6 and a height of 7. So the volume formula for a square pyramid is 1/3 area of the base times the height. Well, if the base has a side of 6, the base would be a square, so both sides would be 6. So when you do the area of the base, make sure you plug in 36. So I would do 1/3 36 times 7. So 1/3 36 times 7, and I got 84 centimeters cubed. So that would be that one. Okay, a sphere's volume is 800 inches cubed. We have to find the surface area. So volume is 4/3 pi r cubed. So we know the volume's 800. 800 equals 4/3 pi r cubed. So we need to divide both sides by 4/3 pi. If you do it this way, make sure that you put the 4/3 pi in parentheses, so your calculator knows to divide by that whole quantity. So 800 divided by, in parentheses, 4/3 pi. And I got r cubed to be 190.9859. So I'm going to say 191. Now I need to cube root that. So if you forgot how to type that in the calculator, you need to type the 3 first. So 3 first, then the lime green second button, and the up arrow looks like this. And then you type in 191. So I got the radius to be about 5.7589. I'm going to say 5.8. So there's my radius. Now I need the surface area. So surface area is 4 pi r squared. So 4 pi 5.8 squared. 4 pi 5.8 squared. I got 422.7. So 422.7 would be that final answer there, surface area. It would really be inches squared. 422.7 inches squared. Okay, now that I wrote all over the board. Okay, a sphere's surface area is 144 pi. So surface area is 4 pi r squared. So 144 pi equals 4 pi r squared. So we would divide by 4 pi. Again, parentheses, the pi's will really just cancel. So 144 divided by 4 is 36. R squared is 36, so we square root it. The radius is 6. Now you plug it into volume formula. 4/3 pi r cubed. So 4/3 cubed, and I got 288 pi meters cubed. And that would be your final answer there. Okay, almost done. Number 23, the ratio of the surface areas of two similar prisms is 49/81. So these are surface areas. An area has been squared. So we have to square root that. So I would square root 49/81. I know the square root of 49 is 7. The square root of 81 is 9. We want to find the ratio of their volumes. And to get to volume, we have to cube that. So I would do 7/9, and I have to cube that. So you get 343/729, and that's your answer. This gives us the ratio of the volumes of similar solids, so 327/8829. We need to cube root that. So cube root 327/8829, and I got 1/3. We want the ratio of their areas, so now you need to square that because area is squared. So if I square that, I get 1/9. You can also write it as 1/9, either way. Okay, two similar cones have heights of 5 and 15. What's the ratio of their areas and their volumes? You need to reduce that first. So 5/15 is 1/3. Now the ratio of their areas, you square it. So areas would be 1/9. Volumes, you need to go back to the original 1/3 and you need to cube that. So 1/3 cubed is 1/27. That's it. There is going to be an extra credit problem on your test that I want to go over just to make sure you know how to do it. I posted it on here and it's huge. The one on your test will look smaller. So you're going to have an extra credit problem just like this. What you want to do is you want to find the area of the circle and subtract out the area of the regular polygon. So I know the radius of the circle is 6, so area of the circle is pi r squared, so pi 6 squared will be 36 pi. That's the area of the circle. Now I need to find the area of this regular polygon. This is huge. So I'm going to make a right triangle, kind of upside down. So I actually want to turn it, I'm going to do it on the bottom, I think. So, I know the radius is 6. I'm going to make this right triangle. We have to find we need area of a regular polygon is 1/2 AP. So we need the apothem and the perimeter. So I need to find that top angle. So you do 360 divided by number of sides divided by 2. So that is a hexagon, so 360 divided by 6 divided by 2 is 30. So I actually have a 30, 60, 90 triangle. The hypotenuse is 6. So you have to divide by 2. If you forgot your 30, 60, 90 rules, it's x, 2x, and x radical 3. So we know the hypotenuse, so we divide by 2, so 3. And then the long leg is 3 radical 3. So now I know the apothem. I can figure out the perimeter. If this piece is 3, this whole side would be 6. And then there are 6 sides, so the perimeter would be 36. So 1/2, 3 radical 3 times 36. 1/2, 3 radical 3 times 36 is 54 radical 3. The area of my circle was 36 pi, so 36 pi minus 54 radical 3. 36 pi minus 54 radical 3 is about 19.6. So that would be your answer. You're going to have an extra credit problem just like that. So hopefully you can do that on the test. Good luck.